to our Ayurveda talk. I am Marie. I am an Ayurvedic health practitioner. I've been doing Ayurveda for quite a while, yoga even longer, and lots of other therapies. But we're going to do our talk tonight on Ayurveda. And the talk is about Marma. And it's only because I got asked a question about Marma. So I want to answer it because I got asked this question several times in the last few weeks. So I thought I should address it. People are not sure. I want to talk about what Marma is again. Remember, Marma are vital points. Marma therapy is a therapy of Ayurvedic medicine. It's a very ancient therapy. It's been around, as it's been recorded 10,000 years. That's a long time. Marma points, they are vital points. There's 107 points throughout the whole body, and that's what I work with. But I want you to know that it is a somatic therapy. What do I mean by somatic? I mean that what we are doing is we are able to help the body release stress, trauma, anything, beliefs, anything that might be causing debris or resistance or blockage in our visceral body, our subtle body, our energy body. It allows that type of tension to be released. So, Marma points are junction points. They cross in these 107 points throughout the body. They are points where you have several layers of tissue that meet, 4 to 5 different layers of tissue. You have all the doshas of Ayurveda. If you don't know what the doshas are, you can look at some of my other talks on what the doshas are. But the doshas are made up of the elements. So the elements, all the energies of the elements cross through these points. The doshas cross through these points. The psychological doshas cross through these points. It is considered points where you could literally awaken when these points are stimulated. So, Marma points and the junction of Marma points is where the mind, the body, and consciousness all come together. And it is because of these Marma points, they carry vital information about thoughts, emotions, and feelings and their connection with our overall health. That's a definition that I gave you in my big Marma talk that I did over a month ago. But we're talking about Marma today and whether it is a one and done therapy. I was asked that. Is it a one and done therapy? Well, first of all, I don't know of any one and done therapies. Maybe if you go to the dentist and you get your tooth fixed, that might be a one and done. You got it fixed. You don't have to deal with it ever again. But body work, uh, life is happening most of the time. People who get massages or body work, they're going on a regular basis to get it because if you don't get the benefits of those therapies. So Marma is really no different. And the way that I was describing it to these people when they asked me, is it a one and done therapy? I said, it's kind of like taking out the trash. Remember, we have these channels that are moving throughout the body. They're called shrotas. And the channels, because of life, because of stress, because of trauma, just different things that happen in life, they can get filled up with debris, blockage, resistance. And if those channels become blocked, then what ends up happening is you now do not have proper flow. If you don't have proper flow, then that means you have blockage, you have resistance, and now you don't feel right. And it's because you are literally not able to be the light body that you are. We are mostly light. We have a physical body that actually rests inside of a light body. That's the truth. It's not the other way around. It's not our physical body is first and then we have an aura and a light body and a causal body and all these other bodies. No, we have these layers, but the physical body actually is inside our light body, which is our soul and our spirit. Marma's dealing with the light body. So If there is debris, I like to explain it as trash. You take out the trash. Well, if your trash is so to the hilt, you're a hoarder basically. You've been hoarding all your stress and your traumas, not able to let them go, afraid to let them go, or whatever. We're not taught in this culture how to deal with trauma and when things happen, or even just stress when stress happens. And we're not taught how to deal with it and let it move through us. So we just shut it down. So let's say you're a hoarder. How quickly is it going to take that person to clean out their system? It's going to take a while. So we start just one Marma therapy after another. We little by little start allowing what's ready to surface to leave. And it's such a beautiful therapy because there's nothing about the mind that's involved in it. Your body heals all on its own. So you lay there, I work with the points. There's no talking. I do not talk during this therapy. It is a silent therapy. Maybe at the very end, I might ask you to breathe. I might ask you to just work with some breath in your body. And that's really about it. I don't want to know your dramas, your traumas. I don't want to know what's stressing you out. I don't need to know. And that's the beauty of it, because when we start telling our stories or talking about our traumas, it reinforces the trauma and actually causes more stress, more of that resistance inside of us. So we don't want to do that. We want to free ourselves of all that trash, basically. So as you take out the trash and you start clearing your channels more and more, that allows for more pranic force. Prana, remember, is vital force. It also means breath. Your breath is directly connected to your vital force. So that means you have more life force that can move through your channels, and you feel more alive, and you feel more connected to life, more connected to your each moment, more connected to other people. Life just becomes easier because you're able to be in it and be present with it, because you are allowing more of your life force to move through your channels. Okay. So you just clear it out. Now, let's say you're somebody who has been doing a lot of therapy, and some people call it shadow work, whatever. There's a lot of people. There's people that are addicted to it. I've seen it. I have to like slow them down. But let's say you've been doing a lot of work. You had maybe a childhood that had a lot of trauma, so you knew you needed to work through a lot of stuff. So you have been doing that. You meditate and you do yoga and you do all these things that help support you to be more open and clear your channels, because meditation is going to do it. Yoga is going to help do that. It's going to help clear those channels. So you come to Marma, you might have a few bigger appointments where there's some bigger, heavier stuff that might surface. It moves, is able to dissolve on its own. And then the next time you come, it might be a little lighter. And then you come again and maybe a little lighter. And I have clients now that come on a regular basis and they do like maintenance. Some of these clients are coming every other week because they need that, because they have a lot of stress in their life. So they don't want to hold that stress in their body. So they do that for themselves. And I have some people that come once a month and they do it as a maintenance for themselves to take out the trash, right? How long would you leave your trash in your kitchen? Do you just leave it there and let it fill up and fill up and fill up? We need to apply that same kind of idea towards what's going on inside of our body. So we are doing Marma therapy, you're wanting to do it, you're wondering, hey, how can it support me? Well, it just depends on what your body needs. We're all different, we're all unique, we're all dealing with different stuff. So be open to, hey, I'm getting Marma. I did it. I had a few appointments. I got some really great results. And now I'm just going to do maintenance Marma like once every couple of weeks or once a month, to just keep my channels clear, keep the debris of stress and life. Just life can be stressful. Life can cause blockage. And so we can just allow the body to clear that out and just be this open channel for life, for your own life force. And then that brings in happiness. That brings in the ability to be present in this moment. The part of why people are not present is because they're stuck in their stories and they're regurgitating their traumas. I do it too. I do it too. I have it too. I sit there and go, why am I stuck in this? I know better, but I still have it. I'm still having this human experience. And so it's okay. It's okay. Just makes me realize I need to get support too. I need to find somebody that can do this therapy for me so that I can allow that kind of stress to not be held in my body. And this is not just physically held. I just want to stress that this is held in your subtle channels, your energy channels. It's different. It's a different kind of stress. It's not like physical. People that carry around a lot of stress in their shoulders, they think it's just physical. And I'm telling you right now, it's not. Most of the time, it's mental and emotional. It's other stuff. That doesn't happen overnight that you're holding your shoulders up like this. It doesn't happen overnight. So that's just accumulated stress that is stuck in our body and it shows up physical. Okay, so that's our talk for tonight. Marma is not a one and done therapy. It is a therapy that should be done on a regular basis to keep your channels open and clear. Okay, so that means make your appointment, come on in, and try it out. It's so beautiful. You will love it. Guaranteed. All right, I can't guarantee it, but I'm just telling you from experience, most people love it.